Basket weave embroidery stitch is a great way to add texture to your designs. It's a really fun stitch that is created using a weaving motion, and it's perfect for filling spaces and stitching things like plant pots and baskets. For example, I've used it here on this mini wall hanging to add texture to the backing. Here is one I stitched earlier, and this is where we are going to start our stitching. I've drawn some lines onto the hoop as guidelines, as the first thing we need to do is stitch a series of vertical straight stitches. These are going to form the base for when we start our weaving. So start by pushing your needle up through the fabric, then pushing it back through on the bottom line to form a straight stitch. We are then going to fill the space with straight stitches, keeping a gap between them about a stitch's width apart. So just exactly the same, pulling your needle up through the fabric and pushing it back down to form another straight stitch. And then just keep going with that same motion across the two lines. That is our straight stitches finished, so let's start weaving. I've got a lovely pink thread. It's going to create this lovely effect like the purple. So I'm going to start just by pushing the needle up through the fabric in the top corner just next to the start of that first straight stitch, and then pull your thread all the way through. Now start weaving your thread over and under the straight stitches. So just take it slow, make sure you're not catching any other threads, and just weave until you get to the other side of the stitches. And then push your needle through nice and gently, and then pull the thread all of the way through. So that's our first line nearly in place. I'm just going to give it a little tidy up just by gently pushing the threads up to the top of the line, just to get them a little bit more in place with the straight stitches. So just give it a gentle little nudge there. And then once you're happy, we're going to secure the thread. So just push your needle back down through the fabric, and that's going to secure the stitches in place. And just pull the thread all the way through. And that's line number 1 in place. So now we're onto the second row. So we're just going to start just by pushing the needle back through the fabric, close to where we started just now, to start forming the second row. But this time we're going to do the opposite. So we are going to go under, then over, and then under, and then over until we get to the end of the line. And then same as before, just gently push your needle all the way through, minding any other stitches that you have on your fabric, and just pull that thread all the way through. Now just give the stitches a little tidy up, and you can see here the weaving effect is really starting to form now. So now work your way down the lines until you've filled the space. Make sure you're alternating each row to create the basket weave effect. And here is our finished basket weave stitching. It looks so pretty in these colours. Will you be giving this one a go? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Happy stitching.